From RVN Studios in Sioux City, Iowa, it's the biggest, most richest, dangerous game on television. Welcome to Greed. And here's the star of our show, Ronnie Vadim. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a brand new season of Greed. So glad you could be here with us this evening. Well, we have got a big show planned, so let's get into it right away here. So here's how Greed works. So, our top prize is $1 million. It'll start at $1 million, and it's going to increase by $1 million each time we don't get all the way to the top and win it all. So here's how the first Tower of Greed works. We're going to start out at $5,000. Excuse me, the $1 million Tower of Greed. Starts out at $10,000 and we go all the way up to 25, then 50, then 75. Then it goes up to 100,000, then $250,000, and then it doubles until we reach $1 million. We are 8 levels away from winning $1 million. Now, the first four levels, it'll be one question, easy as that. And then once we get to the second part, the second half of the money ladder, then we must get 4 questions right on each level all the way to the top, but we'll get more into that once we get there. So, I'm ready to go. So let's do this. For $10,000, let's play. Here's the question. What now commonplace transportation necessity saw its debut on August 5th, 1914? Telegraph communication, bus pass, electric traffic light, safety belts. I don't know, but I'm going to say electric traffic light. And we're right for $10,000. Okay. We can keep the $10,000 or we could keep playing. So what do we want to do? I think we're going to go for 25. So if we can keep this hot streak going, let's play. Where did the charity Oxfam originate? Oxford, New York, Oxford, Mississippi, Oxford, UK, Oxford, Ontario. I'm going to say Oxford, UK. And we're right for $25,000. All right, we're doing good. We'll go up to $50,000 now if we want to keep playing. And I think that's what we're going to do. So let's do it. In the Church of England, what is the Thursday before Easter called? Money Thursday, Maundy Thursday, Royal Thursday, Sterling Thursday. I'm going to say Maundy Thursday. And we're right for $50,000. Okay. We now go for $75,000 if we want to go for it, which we're going to, so let's do it. Question is this. What are the main ingredients of the Irish dish Colcannon? Dried peas and ham, chickpeas and rice, potatoes and cabbage, cheese and white wine. I'm going to say potatoes and cabbage. And we're right for $75,000. Boy, we are on a roll to get things started out with. All right, so the first half of the game is done, just like that. We're at $75,000. However, we now go to the second part of this game where we must get 4 questions correctly on every single level going all the way to the top. So the next level we have to get 4 out of 8 correctly. Next level 4 out of 7, then 4 out of 6, and then 4 out of 5 for the $1 million. Now, one thing that'll help us is that we will get a freebie. One freebie. So if we get a question wrong, it'll be basically no harm, no foul. So, if we want to, we can keep playing. We're going for $100,000. We can keep the 75 if we want. But we decide, what do we want to do? We're going to go for it. Okay. That sound means it is the Terminator, which means we're going to have a chance to answer one question for some guaranteed cash. And here it is. Macruck is a game related to chess, widely played in which country, popularly known for its reverence for white elephants? Thailand? And we're right, so we get $5,000 no matter what happens the rest of the show, so that's good. We are going for $100,000, that's if we want to go for it. And we have to get 4 out of 8 correctly, and we're going to go. Alrighty, here we go. Of these 4 choices, which is the only pair of U.S. presidents who both served at least one full term in office? Warren G. Harding and Gerald Ford, James Garfield and John F. Kennedy, Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton, William Henry Harrison and Zachary Taylor. That is Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton. All right. Just as easy as that. So we've got 1 question correctly, 3 more, and we get $100,000. Next question. Which dance would you be performing if you were to ask to promenade in Do-Si-Do? Line dance, rumba, meringue, square dance. Do-Si-Do. I'm going to say square dance. And we're right. Okay, next question. There we go. Next question. This tiny country's Catholic population is about 800 people, but its bishop holds influence over millions. What country is this? That is Vatican City, I'm going to assume. I forgot to read the options, but that's okay. All right, we got 3 questions correctly. If we get this next one right, we're going to be moving on. Which of these famous people actually once worked as a stockbroker and was later charged with insider trading? Rod Stewart, Martha Stewart, Patrick Stewart, John Stewart. I'm going to say Martha Stewart. And we got it. $100,000. Okay. We have got $100,000. If we want to, we can walk away with that. Or we can go for $250,000. But remember, there is no safety nets in this game. So if we get this wrong, then we lose the $100,000. And we go home with nothing. So it's just something to think about here as we move on. You know, and we have to get 4 out of 7 correctly. Well, we've been on a roll here to start things out, so I think we still got a little more in us. So let's go. All right, we're going to be playing for $250,000 right here, right now. Let's do it. Behemoth in The Master and Margarita is a cat. Mr. Jingles in The Green Mile is a mouse. Richard Parker in The Life of Pi is a Bengal tiger. What is Jonathan Livingston? I don't even know what this was trying to... Okay, cat, mouse, tiger. I'm going to say a bear. I don't know. Oh, it was a seagull, like I was going to get that. Well, that's all right. That's the first question. Gone. Next question. Which soft rock band had 1980s hits with Rosanna and Africa? Hint. They share a name with a cinematic canine character. Well, I didn't even need the hit because I knew it. It was Toto. That's right. Next question. What forms of music named after a color has famous proponents such as Muddy Waters and John Lee Hooker? Blues, greens, reds, purples. That is the blues. Ooh, we're right. Next question. Whoops. The Russian sample collecting mission to the Phobos moon of Mars was known as Phobos Grunt. What does grunt translate to in English? Traveling through the cosmos, Be the First, Ground or Soil, To Infinity and Beyond. Gosh, I have no idea what this could be. I'm going to say To Infinity and Beyond. Ooh, it was Ground or Soil. Okay, we can get one question wrong here still. Next question. Which fashion designer, born in Belgium in 1946, made the wrap dress popular in the 1970s? Megan Javon Ruth Pete, Diane von Furtensberg, Onika Tanya Mirage Petty, Dana Elaine Owens. Well, I don't know this one, obviously, because this is like way beyond. I mean, as much as I love fashion, I really have no idea. I'm going to say Dana Elaine Owens. Oh, it was Diane von Furtensberg. That's okay. 3 questions incorrectly. Now, if we get this next one wrong, we must use our freebie if we want to stay in the game. But we can still get 2 more right. Here's the next question. I am going to change the oil in my car. Which car part is the least important to locate in order to complete the task? There we go. Fuel tank, oil filler hole, oil drain plug, dipstick. I think it's the dipstick. Oh, a fuel tank. Well, we got that one wrong. Alright, so we're going to use our freebie. So that means we must get these last 2 questions correctly in order to win $250,000. Beijing is the capital city of China. What is another name by which it is called? Shanghai, Pingliang, Huanan, Peking. Well, I have no idea what this answer could be. Shanghai is a different city, so we can rule that out. Huainan, that doesn't sound, well, it's not spelled like it's China. If I had to guess, I would say Pingliang, but I really have no confidence on that at all. Okay, so we're going to lock that in. But if we want to, we can take home $25,000 right here, right now, to walk away. Boy, out of those 3, I think Pingliang makes the most sense, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I don't know if it can be anything else, really. But it's low confidence. That's the thing. It's going to be a low confidence guess. So I think we're going to go. Okay. This is to stay alive in the game. Oh, it was Peking. I am so sorry. But that's just the way the game works sometimes. My goodness. Boy. But hey, we still won $5,000. So that is not too shabby at all. And the Tower of Greed goes up to $2 million. Yes. So here's how the $2 million Tower of Greed works. We start out at $25,000 and we add $25,000 for each question up until we get to $100,000. There we double to $200,000. Then we jump up to $500,000 and then it keeps doubling until we get to $2 million. We would be 8 questions away from winning $2 million. However, we are out of time for tonight. So that means we're going to start a brand new game next time right here on Greed. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you all then. Have a great rest of your night. Good night. This is Rondon Raven speaking for Greed, an RVM YouTube Productions.